What's going on, guys? Back at you guys with another presentation. I want to talk to you guys about how women lie about everything. It's crazy how disingenuous women are and how much they lie about everything. I hate to tell you guys, women are the biggest liars ever. I was just thinking to myself, like, it's funny how women say they choose men based on personality, right? But if you look around, you see the worst type of dudes with families, right? You see the worst type of dudes with kids. You know, their legacy gets to live on while you don't get to procreate. See, the issue with women is they're liars. At least if you're a narcissistic woman, if you shallow, just admit it. This has always been my issue with women. It's how they never wanted to be honest about anything. Women lie too much. That's the issue right there. You know how they tell men to man up? Women need to woman up because they just so dishonest about stuff. Like, at least admit that you're shallow. At least admit that you choose dudes based on looks, and that's all you care about. All you care about is looks and money. See, I would respect women more if they were more honest about their decision making when it comes to men. Just admit that, I'm shallow. I have a false sense of entitlement. All I care about is, looks, status, and money when it comes to choosing men. If women were more honest about stuff like this, it would make me feel a lot better. And I'm sure it would make a lot of guys feel better. See, the problem with women, they just don't believe in being honest. And it's funny how these women say they judge men by personality when you have the worst type of dudes. You have the worst type of dudes getting chicks. See, one thing that a woman would never admit that, I choose certain dudes based on appearance. I don't care about their personality. I just choose dudes based on who I feel is sexy. Whatever dude get my vagina wet, that's who I'm going to choose to have a kid with. See, women are not honest about their decision making. See, men are more honest about why they do the things they do. This is the issue that I have with women. They're dishonest. They lie way too much. You'll never find a woman that's totally honest about her decisions, about why she does the things that she does. She'll always lie. And see, women, they always believe in putting the blame on men. It's all about putting men in the hot seat. It's all about, making men to be the villain, because women don't like accountability. But see, women, they know what they're doing when it comes to men. They know they're choosing dudes based on looks. They're not choosing dudes based on no personality. Because if women chose men based on personality, you wouldn't have the worst type of dudes that have women in their life. If you pay close attention, it's always the worst type of dudes who have a wife. It's always the worst type of dudes who have kids. All of that. Women procreate with the worst type of men. But see, if you try to bring this to women's attention, they'll try to get defensive with you because women hate accountability. That's why you have women who are around my age who are bitter and want to paint all men to be the bad guy when they chose the worst type of men to procreate with. Because they all about looks. See, one thing I had to learn when it come to women, it's all about fitting an image. If you don't fit that image of what they want, then they're not going to mess with you. And see, I would have more respect if women were just more honest. Just admit you shallow. Just admit you only care about looks and how much money a man got. That's all you care about. That's why if I was a millionaire, I would know the only reason why my woman is with me is because of my money. I'm sure a lot of these rich guys, they gotta know. A lot of these rich men, they gotta know. The only reason why I got my wife is because I'm rich. Because I'm a firm believer that if a lot of these rich men don't understand why they have their wife, they dumb. They're just complete dummies. They're just complete dummies. And see, this is the thing that irritates me. It's just how dishonest women are. How they lie so much. and try to make it seem like, oh, I choose dudes based on personality. I choose a man based on his heart and how he treats me. No, you don't. You choose men based on looks. You don't care about how a man treats you, long as he's sexy. And I hope that some women see this video and comment in the comment section, because y'all women know I'm right. See, women don't like to be held accountable for nothing. We already know that. Women love to blame men for everything, and that's got to stop. You know, it's time for some accountability to be had today. And see, I can't stand men who are so pussy whipped to where they try to take up for women and try to make it seem like women do no wrong. Where are your balls at? Where your manhood at? You need to grow some nuts. I can't stand men like that either. Men who will try to defend these narcissistic demons. You know, these women need to woman up. They tell men to man up. These women need to woman up. See, they don't want to have me on a podcast because I will shut every last one of them lying demons down. They don't want it. They don't want it. They do not want it. You know, and these women need to be shut down. That's why I like men who shut these women down and tell these women about themselves. See, a lot of women, they like simps who go along with their lies and kiss their behind. They don't like a man that'll challenge them and tell them that they're wrong and out of line. See, when you challenge a woman about her evil ways, that's when she want to go to war with you, and that's when you become the bad guy. But more men need to start challenging these women on their evil ways, instead of going along with what these women say. Because a lot of guys know the truth deep down. You know women don't choose men based on no personality. I used to be stupid enough to believe that. I used to believe that women chose men based on personality, but they don't. They don't. They choose dudes based on looks and how much money they got. But see, the issue that I have with it all is how come women can't be honest about why they do what they do? Why can't they be honest? Okay, you shallow. You only care about looks and how much money a man got. Why can't women just be real about it? Stop lying. Because it's obvious that women don't care about personality when it comes to men. When you look around and you see the worst type of dudes with families. It's always the worst type of dudes. And see, this is how twisted women are. They'll try to justify why they chose that knucklehead. You can't justify wrong. Just admit you're wrong. You can't justify wrong. This is the type of stuff that I don't like. You know, women know that they don't care about personality when it comes to choosing a man. But you got women out here who will lie to no end, saying they care about personality when it comes to a man. That's a lie. You don't care about personality. You care about looks. That's all you care about. And it's time for women to woman up, and it's time for women to stop lying. You know, it's time out for lies. You know, and that's the thing that's always just blew my mind when it comes to women, is that women lie about everything. They lie about everything. You'll never find a woman who's honest. You never will. You know, it's very rare that you'll find a woman who's just straight up and real and honest. Most women lie about their bad choices, you know, and then when they get themselves hurt, you know, dealing with these toxic men and messing around in these toxic relationships, then they want to blame everybody else instead of blaming themselves for their dumb choices. That's the thing that needs to stop with women. Stop blaming everybody else for your bad decisions. Because a lot of you women, when you choose dudes, you're not choosing dudes based on if he got a good personality. You choosing dudes based on how long their money is or how they look. But see, that's something that most women will never admit. Most women will never admit that, you know, I choose men based on what they look like. You know, I choose to date guys and I choose to marry dudes based on what they look like. Women ain't gonna admit this. They'll sit up there and lie and say, oh, I choose dudes based on personality. That's a lie from the pit of hell. And you women know it's a lie. That's what's so sad and disgusting about it all. You women know that you don't choose dudes based on no personality. Y'all don't care about personality. All you care about is what make your vagina wet. So women just need to woman up. Stop blaming men for everything, because you women decide who you want to sleep with. Y'all decide who you want to sleep with. So stop trying to paint all men to be villains when you're choosing the worst type of man to be with. But on that note, I'm going to go ahead and sign out. Hope everybody's having an okay Wednesday. It's a beautiful sunny day out here. It's time out for lies. It's 2024. Soon we'll be in 2025. It's time out for lies. It is time for honesty. It is time to start being real. It's time for women to woman up. You guys have a good day.